am a member of the performance studies class. And we had our first oral interpretation about 2 weeks ago, and I did one of my favorite poems, and I figured that I would do it for you guys today, so because I wanted to share something with you. And also, when Ebony got here, we both tend to write some of our own stuff, poetry, other creative things, and I asked her if she would read one of her original works after I one to you guys, and we're both going to be sharing some of our more original stuff, not published, but very good, I assure you. The poem I'm going to read for you guys is called The History of Desire by Tony Hoagland. It's a poem that talks about regret. It talks a lot about the passage of time. It talks about confessing something deep within you that you really wish you had never done. So if you've ever regretted something and then felt the need to confess it, this poem's for you. The History of Desire. When you're 17 and drunk on the husky late-night flavor of your first girlfriend's voice along the wires of the telephone, what else to do but steal your father's Eldorado from the drive and cruise out to the park on Driscoll Hill, then climb the county water tower and aerosol her name in spray can orange 100 feet above the town. Because only the letters of that word, Doris, next door to yours, in yard-high, iridescent script are amplified enough to tell the world who's playing lead guitar in the rock band of your blood. And you don't consider for a moment the shock in store for you in 10 AD, a decade after Doris. When out for a drive on your visit home, you take the Smallville Road, look up, and see Ron loves Doris, still scorched upon the reservoir. This is how history catches up, by holding still until you bump into yourself. What makes you blush and shove the pedal of the Mustang almost through the floor as if you wanted to spray gravel across the features of the past or accelerate into oblivion? Are you so out of love that you can't move fast enough away? But if desire is acceleration, experience is as circular as any Indianapolis. We keep coming back to what we are, each time older, more freaked out, or less afraid. And you are older now. You should stop today. In the name of Doris, stop. That was Tony Hoagland's History of Desire. And now I will let Ebony read one of her original pieces. No, whatever you want.
Okay, so this piece I wrote maybe last summer when I was dealing with a boy. Girls know how boys are. To explain why I didn't, I guess, want a relationship with him. A lacy veil of cordiality, masking a broken solidity of unfoundation, waiting to be mended. A light breeze has been sent to leave one in wonder, to seize and to comfort one's lonely soul, to move this veil, to release this hail, to soften this spell of silence, to swoon the many moons of this complex figure and her many facades. Yet the breeze finds it odd that the one won't respond. She sits in fragility, and he, the breeze, won't cease to unease her when she just doesn't desire to crack, crumble, and expire. The dire need to remain whole in her fragility, solidity, outweighs the need for temporary comfort, to fall for love's hurt.
I wrote this piece some point last semester. For me, it dealt somewhat with the cold weather and feeling lonely and all the images and emotions that pulled out for me. The winterscape of discontent in pens, steadily approaching like a train. The gravel trembles at its presence as my nerves vibrate with anticipation. My vision blurs with my very own breath, a cool, light smoke which overcasts the sky. An ocean of pain brims at my eyes, threatening to sting my exposed wounds. And as your fiery memory dwindles into darkness, without the luminescent embers of your presence, and as your face fades, the winterscape approaches, injecting frigid pain like the smack of a train.